boy Zach, and I'm back for another video. And as you see, we got some Jay-Z. You like my little rhyme scheme? You like how I did that? Yeah, I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Second album in my lifetime, VOL.1, which came out in 1997. So at this point, Jay now has about a year in the game. Rockefeller, they made their point loud and clear. People know who Jay-Z is at this point with his affiliation with Biggie. But now Jay-Z has buzz behind his name. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm really excited to hop into this project right here. This is gonna be my very first time listening to In My Lifetime VOL.1 in its whole entirety. I know a few singles off this album, but I've never heard this album in its whole entirety. So I really just want to dive right into it. I'm excited.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Hey!
The speculation on the monies I've made, monies I've slayed. Latinos and Chevys down by Pico with Rodrigo.
Them two beats was hard, but that switch up, that transition with the Rockefeller, y'all, yeah, that was hard. The thing that stuck out to me, what he said was, that's really inspirational, is he hates when people sit back admiring yours. You better get that, young blood. That's what he said. So instead of sitting down and looking at the nice things that other people have, you better get up and get that. You better do that. If you want it, you better go up and get it. That's what he's basically saying. Talking about before his rise to fame, what he used to do on the block, you know, which is, we know what Jay used to do before rapping. He was a hustler. So Jay's, you know, what was it, Apartment 4B, he said? Apartment 4B? Back in Marcy. He also mentioned in that first beat, how Wendy Williams always harassing him. You know how Wendy Williams could be. Listen, y'all, I don't like Wendy Williams. I don't like her one bit. She's a gossip queen, and honestly, she just is known for tormenting people. I've never been... Excuse me, y'all. I've never been a big Wendy Williams fan. I could never stand her. Honestly, keep her away from me. Every time I don't watch her show. None of that. I don't support Wendy. We don't support Wendy on this side. How did he say it? Basically, can he really match a platinum artist buck by buck, but only a single going gold? Meaning that Jay came into the rap game with money, you know, because he was a hustler. So Jay-Z can match a platinum artist buck by buck, dollar for dollar, but his singles is going gold. So it's like, how does that equate? How does that add up? How can he challenge platinum artists buck by buck? Cause he got money, y'all.
Just seeking you find. I'm like a brain in the voice box. Speak behind. Vocal point like Biggie in his prime on the Lodo.
City is Mine. The City is Mine. I am familiar with this song. It's one of the singles of this album. So Teddy Riley actually produced this song. Fun fact. Teddy Riley, but you can hear the Teddy Riley influence. It's pretty obvious. They got that. It's not new jack swing, it's still hip hop, but it does have that bop to it, you know. I gotta be honest, this song right here is just okay. I mean, I don't dislike it. I do like it, but I don't love it. I wouldn't be mad if I didn't hear this song. You know what I mean? He's like the focal point, Biggie in his prime, The City is Mine. So, you know, by this point, R.I.P. Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. Biggie passed away by this point, in the same year this album dropped. So Jay's, you know, that was a quick shout out to Biggie. He's like the focal point, because when Biggie was alive, Biggie was the focal point, especially for New York. Because the song is called The City is Mine. Jay's talking about New York City. You know, Jay-Z's like, well, now that Biggie's not here, the spot is mine. Jay-Z's basically saying the city's mine now. Big's not here anymore. Big Brother's not here anymore. So now, by default, it goes to me. I was the next closest thing to Big. So that's how Jay-Z, this is kind of Jay-Z's declaration to hip-hop, like, yo, the city's mine. I'm taking this. It's mine. And there's a certain dude from Queensbridge named Nas that kind of took offense to this.
Yo, peep scripts, go money from the whip, jumped out like, yo.
give me half up front. My sex be the best, so we spit.
Alright, okay, alright. That song just gave me a headache. Alright, yeah, I didn't like that song. At all. At all. I tried to get into it, and I thought with Lil' Kim rapping, there might have been a little bit of something. Nah, I didn't like this song. And I don't want to say Jay-Z's the problem. Jay-Z's not the problem with this song. Jay-Z's spitting. But, oh my gosh, that was terrible. That production was terrible. That sample was terrible. It was done terribly. Executed terribly. That was trash, y'all. I never thought I would say this on a Jay-Z album. That shit was trash. Hell no, bruh. That just pissed me off. That just really ruined my mood. I was chilling the whole day. That just literally ruined my mood. I know what they want. I know what... Shut up. Nah, man. Nah, I need a trash can. I need a trash can. I want to take this song right here, crumple it up, and throw it away, man. Get that out of here, man.
Now with time will reveal money. I spit the hottest shit you needed. I cut around. Like niggas who leave us more rap and shit on stacks. When I see him in the street, I don't see none of that.
Oh, okay. All right, Jay. All right, homie. Okay, Hove. Okay, Hove. All right. Imaginary player. All right, now we're back on track. Okay, I'm feeling better now. This track was hilarious. So, this imaginary player is so true. It rings so true to today's society. You have a lot of people that are fronting for whatever case may be. They act like they got it like that, but you know you don't got it like that. You really don't have it like that. You're really not that person. First verse, he's explaining like his repertoire. He's explaining what he does. Like he's explaining how he cops, what he does, the Versace, the Gucci. He explains what he does. He explains how he got it like that and how it's nothing for him. In the second verse, you got this imaginary player who act like they got it like that, but they're just fronting. You know, it's like you talking all that big talk. Jay in the street, he like, yo, where your Hummer at? He has to flex on them. And then they ask a stupid question like, what's the difference between 4.0 and 4.6? And then Jay explains it. Jay explains it at the end, and then you heard my laugh because that was hilarious. Uh-oh, Streets is watching. Okay.
If I shoot you, I'm brainless. But if you shoot me, then you famous. What's a nigga to do?
Oh my, just the way he starts it off. Yeah, Streets is watching. I haven't heard this in a hot minute. The way he started this off. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. But if you shoot me, you're famous. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. He's saying if I shoot you, I'm brainless. But if you shoot me, you're famous. See, because he's in a higher position than you. He's somebody. So if he were to do that, if he shoots you, he's a dum-dum because he loses everything. If you shoot him, you're famous because you're a nobody and he's a somebody. Flex.
Fastest way to get extorted. But my time is money. At 25, I can't do you when you...
Pause. I'm gonna... Yo, I'm here for the bars, man. I'm here for the bars. I'm sorry to pause it like this, y'all. He says, my time is money. And 25, I can't afford it. 25 to life, he can't afford that. Because his time is money, though. Come on. Because if he would have shoot you, come on, bruh. What are we doing? What are we doing, Hov?
Blocks keep clocking, waiting for you to break. Make your first mistake.
Yo, okay. So many bars. So many bars. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, Jay-Z. Woo! When Jay-Z gets into this bag. When he gets into this bag, like this bag right here. Like this bag right here, though. But this bag right here, man, nobody's better than him at this. Oh, man. Bro. He's talking about the temptations, like the streets is watching. You could never get caught lacking. You gotta stay up with your heater. People are out to get him. He knows he's a hot target, and he's like, it's so hard not to. It's so hard not to get people nowadays. He's trying to fight the temptation. He wants to get at people, but he knows he can't because he's in a higher position right now. He knows that the real money is him going on tour, getting 100 a pop, and he knows that's what he's got to do. But he's got to stay. But the streets is watching him.
In the air, one woke him, sun soaking, sweating in his bed like Dunlop. Yeah, remember me from Brenda when I told you don't ever come around here no more. Jamaican accent, a gun in your face, and that's all you can come up with. I'm done.
Now that was dope. Friend or Foe 98. That was real cool. It was a continuation of Friend or Foe from Reasonable Doubt. So I love when people do that. I love continuations. That was hard. A gun up in your face, and that's all you can come up with. You know, he throws 2 ice cubes at him, and you know, he killed him. So now he's like, yo, do me a favor, tell Big he's unbelievable.
Start looking in. Majority of the times you'll be wrong. Even enjoy myself at a party unless I'm on the dance floor. Now I ain't trying to be hard, but I'm guilty as charged. Put my mercy on this court and my faith in God.
Okay. Gonna be honest. Like I always am with y'all. I don't like that song. I don't like that song. I do like the things he was saying. One thing that, you know, that caught me was he says when he leaves this earth, it's not going to be knees in the dirt, but 2 feet, you know. And then, don't let Miss Carter grieve. And yeah, that first verse was the best. Basically, you know, he's a little bit vulnerable. He's looking for a little bit of happiness. He wants to basically live lavish without people saying that he's flaunting or whatever, which to me, you know, I never really heard him talk like that before. He's usually the type to not really care and have a smarky answer. That's why I love Jay so much. This one is a little bit, I don't know, I just didn't like Lucky Me.
Smelling like Miyaki, half Philippine thing. When now let's go to soon, and you deserve to be my sunshine.
No lie, niggas stress, hating cause they less than mine. They wanna stay.
Alright, yeah, alright. I love that song. I always love that song. You know, always being my sunshine. Jay-Z and Foxy Brown are such an underrated duo. Like every time they always clicked up, it was a hit. It was always a hit. I'm smiling, y'all. That song is like my childhood right there. Now, I understand that this is one of the songs that were considered commercial, mainstream, and a fun fact, Jay-Z actually doesn't like this song, and he doesn't like the video for this either. There's a video for this song, and Jay-Z hates the video, and he definitely does not like the song. But you know what? I love this song, and Babyface did a great job singing the hook. And, you know, Foxy killed it, and honestly, song, you know, it's like a ride or die, you know. She's his ride or die. She said, Foxy said, yo, you didn't pick me, we picked each other. And Jay-Z's like, well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Fella, diggers with your eyes on my riches. Can't knock your hustle for reals. I bitches. Slim baby ride rims through the suburbs. Funds coming some. Then you know what you is, bitch. Who you wear can't.
Yo, for some reason that song gave me James Bond vibes. I know. Y'all are like, what are you talking about? I don't know. It's the beat. I don't know. It's the beat. It made me just want to like do some somersaults and maybe a backflip and then dodge some, you know what I mean? It made me want to do one of those. You know, he's talking about who you with. Who you with? I'm with Team Lionheart. What you talking about, Jay? I'm with Team Lionheart. You see the merch. Stop playing with me. This is where I shamelessly plug my merch. You see this? Come on now. This is what don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Come on now. Come on now. I'll leave the link in the description below.
Up in the air, feel me, feel me. All day, all night, all black out with the Mac out. I take shorty to the red floor, back out, infected, yo. If I hate bitches, beat protected, short, and you hate bitches, love to go. I've never seen where down, check for creaming and these riches.
Yeah, I rock with this song right here. Face Off, yeah, this was hard. Sauce Money is so underrated to me. Sauce Money goes hard. I wonder why his career didn't exactly, like, go right. I wonder what happened. I gotta do some research on that. Or maybe y'all can tell me in the comment section below. But Sauce Money was pretty vital. Well, I wouldn't say vital, but he had some importance to Jay-Z's career early on. You know, Sauce Money was definitely around Rockefeller a lot. I think he was signed to Rockefeller too. I don't know, maybe he wasn't signed to Rockefeller, but he definitely was affiliated. And Sauce Money went hard. You know, he had great chemistry with Sauce Money.
Little niggas faking, talking about flipping cakes, clothing and picture, hollering lifetime, he hollering life too short, having no lives in you. Real niggas do real things.
Alright, that first verse, this is definitely some good storytelling. So this first verse, Jay-Z is describing him and somebody, so two people, him and somebody, and they thought that they was making some bacon, some money, and, you know, in front of somebody's doors, in front of somebody's, you know, door. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't think right now. That the people that they were hustling in front of, they were corrupt too. So it's all good. And then one thing he just described that was pretty, he's like, he's yelling out Lifetime and his partner's yelling out Life's Too Short. Now the song is featuring Too Short, so that was pretty dope, double entendre. But Jay's yelling out Lifetime, and this album's called In My Lifetime, so it's again another double entendre. But he's yelling out Lifetime like he's not thinking this could end, and his partner's yelling out, yo, life's too short, like this could end at any moment.
We on the road now, can't nobody stop our crew.
Alright, I gotta stop that. Second verse, Too Short comes in, and Too Short is basically like, yo, you think that I'm selling drugs, but really I'm selling beats, dope beats. And it's like on the corner, yo, you can get it, just get a radio and play it. I like that. Okay, I like this. I like this. I'm liking this. He made it seem like in the beginning that he's part of the drug game, but he's part of the music industry. I love this song right here. So you got an East Coast, West Coast connection. This was pretty important song, you know, 1997. You know, East Coast, West Coast war was, at that point the East Coast, West Coast war simmered down because they lost Biggie and Pac. But you hear Jay-Z at the end saying, he just wants Biggie to rest as well as Pac. So he's showing love to Biggie and Tupac, which is, you know, Biggie was his man's, but he had a beef with Tupac, and it's good to hear he wants Tupac to rest, and he's showing love to the West Coast by having Too Short on the album. Too Short's a legend. It's a legend right there.
Yeah. Put his ass in the studio, let him cook up a cake. When it's hot, get him a money spot.
Oh, he sampled Nas again.
Got your whole block now, pumping my work. My CDs is like keys, but you will.
Like I said, when Jay-Z gets into that crack bag, when Jay-Z gets into that drug bag, him and Pusha T are like the best at it. They are the best at it, you know, and that's what it was. It was just a flex, you know. At first I thought the beat was distorted, and that, come to find out, that's how the beat is supposed to be. Okay. But one thing that I really found interesting with this track right here, he sampled Nas's voice again. You know, Dead President sampled, Reasonable Doubt had Nas' voice sample. This one got Nas' voice sample, In My Lifetime Volume 1. You know, somehow the rap game reminds me of the crack game. What song was that? Was that Represent? That was Represent. He sampled Nas' Represent. Yo, I'm glad we do this. It's making me realize, like Jay-Z really loves Nas. He really is a fan of Nas. He's proving it. He's sampling Nas again. Not that I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying Yo, he's inspired. This is good. This is cool. I like this.
And girls on the projects want fuckers, and we talk too much about who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. With his son.
Let's talk about that first verse real quick before we continue. First of all, I love this song. Love this song. This is one of my all-time favorite Jay-Z songs right here, Where I'm From. And this was on 2K too, by the way. But that's not where I know this song from. But I just wanted to give a shout out to NBA 2K. He's talking about Marcy Projects. He's talking about how rough it is out there, you know, and you know, the barbershop talks about who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. He's showing Nas love here. So this is before the beef, you know, with the blue van, you throw the work in the can and then run, you know. He's describing Marcy. He's like, cough up along where I'm from. I'm from Marcy, son. Ain't nothing nice.
I'm from a place where the church is the flakiest. And niggas been praying to God so long that they atheists.
Ooh, come on, man. How we gonna just start off that second verse? I'm from a place where the church is the flakiest. And niggas been praying to God so long that they atheists.
Government, fuck government. Niggas politic themselves.
Yo, let's talk about that second verse real quick. Bro, that was the hardest, or one of the hardest verses Jay-Z's ever spit. The way he just started, I'm from a place where the church is the flakiest, and niggas been praying to God so long that they atheists. He said, and life expectancy so low, we making the wheels at 18. I'm a block away from hell. Come on, bro. He's describing, he's making Marcy sound crazy right now, man. This is his ability to, like, this is an underrated trait about Jay-Z. His ability to describe and paint a picture he's underrated at that. He said, niggas will show you love before you know it. You're lying in a pool of blood. Be careful who you let in your circle. Do not just trust anybody. That's what he's saying. Wow. Really the best song on that. Best song on the album. Clearly. Bruh. I feel so dirty right now, yo. I feel like putting on a dirty gray hoodie. Nah. Black hoodie. Yeah. Let me put on a black hoodie. And let me put on some black Air Force Ones. Yeah, you heard me? You heard me. Black Air Force Ones. And it's raining outside. I just walk outside with no umbrella. With a dewy on. Get this tied up, and then with a dewy on. Stop playing with me, man. This song got me feeling some type of way.
Play those video games, stole change from your purse, sat on the cold court bench. I was a bastard for that, still I'm drowning in shame. Just remember one thing now, apologize, so please play this back while I try to come to terms with such a heinous act.
Deep song. That was a deep song. You Must Love Me. So after everything he done did, stole money and then got involved in the drug game and everything he's done, you must still love me. You must love me. Love is strong, y'all. Love is strong. It's strong. It's man, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, but that right there is what I call strong love. A lot of strong love. He could keep messing up over and over and over again. You still love him. Yo, he should consider himself very, very lucky. And technically that was the last song, but you know my motto. We do bonus tracks.
I'm wishing on a star.
Top down, play in the club, throwing a shot down, trying to stay above.
Wishing on a dream.
Okay, glad that song was just a bonus track. I'm glad that wasn't actually part of the real album. Didn't like that song either. Just didn't sit right with me, and it's a little repetitive compared to some of the other songs on the album. I just didn't like it. And then that the hook, wishing on a dream, it was cool, but I just didn't sonically like it. So now that concludes Jay-Z in My Lifetime Volume 1. Now, heading into this album, people told me, yo, this is a classic. Well, maybe it's a classic for those because it was nostalgic for them. I wouldn't say that this is a classic. Not at all. I don't like comparing albums because this video is solely about In My Lifetime, Volume 1. But Reasonable Doubt is a classic. There's not one miss on Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt is a really good album. Classic. Timeless. This album right here, number one, sounds completely dated. I understand it was 1997, but you have to understand something. Reasonable Doubt was 1996. Reasonable Doubt sounds more fresher than this. Number two, there's songs on here that way too obvious that he's trying to go for the commercial sound. And didn't like it. Number three, the cohesion of the album. Well, there really wasn't. It was kind of all over the place. It just seems like they were just focusing on trying to make hits. And you got some hits on this album. I'm not trying to shit on this album. I'm not trying to make this album sound like it's not good. It's a good album. It's good. It's good. In My Lifetime Volume 1 is a good album. It's not a classic. It's not an album that I'm probably going to remember. I like the song Always Be My Sunshine. That was like a commercial song that actually worked. Even though he didn't like it, Jay-Z didn't like it, I liked it. It was dope. Now my favorite song is Where I'm From. That song had me going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Where I'm From had me going crazy. That was the joint. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the joint. And Friend or Foe 98, and the song with Sauce Money, Face Off. And the intro was dope. I thought from the intro, I was like, uh-oh, we gonna be in for a ride. Then The City Is Mine played, and I'm like, City of Mine's okay. And then I Know, and I hate that song. A lot of songs I wasn't feeling on here. And I gotta be honest, I'm pretty disappointed with this one. Even though this album was considered a success because it went platinum. Yo, man, I think this is a step down compared to Reasonable Doubt. This is a step down. To me. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Streets is Watching was dope. Imaginary Player. This album was a 7 out of 10. Yeah. It was a 7 out of 10. It's like a C. 7 out of 10, y'all. Definitely. Yeah, that concludes this album. I'm excited to hop into the next Jay-Z project, which is In My Lifetime Volume 2. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for vibing with me. And, you know, I'm excited to do the next video. We drop it on a consistent basis, my peoples. My peoples, we drop it on a consistent basis now. We here. And go get yourself some merch. Y'all need to go get yourself some merch. What? Stop playing. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Y'all know the slogan by now. Come on, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know? And definitely I want everybody to be safe out there. Much love to everybody. I'll catch everybody at the next video.